Hey guys, Alex here. Thank you so much for joining me for today's cardio Pilates workout. This workout is part of my summer sweat and sculpt challenge. You won't need any equipment for this routine. However, if you wish to step up the intensity, you can hold on to a set of hand weights or throw on a set of ankle weights. But even without the weight, you're still gonna feel the intensity. We're gonna bring the heart rate up, burn calories, tone the muscles, and feel great after completing this routine. This workout does include a brief warm up and a cool down, so let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to take a nice wide stance on the mat. Toes are turned slightly out. The core is engaged, so we're drawing the belly button in toward the spine. Spine is tall, shoulders are down, neck is long, nicely done. From here, we're gonna lower down, lift the arms overhead, and lift. Lower and lift, keeping those knees nice and wide. The chest opens as we bring those arms up, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, mobilizing the knees and the hips, getting into that Pilates breathing pattern, in through the nose. And as you exhale, I want you to draw your navel tightly in toward your spine. Nicely done. Let's take 3 and 2 and final 1, bringing energy into the body. Nicely done. Now we're gonna lower down and lift to one side, lifting heel and extending arm. Lower and lift. Lower down and lift. Inhale and exhale as you reach through the side body. Good. Get low and extend out long. Inhale and exhale. Let's go 4, 3, giving it energy for 2, lengthening, and last 1. Amazing work. Switching sides, lowering and lifting heel, extending out through those fingers. Make your arm as long as you can, stretching. Good. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's go 4 and 3. Last 2. You're doing great. And final 1. Amazing. Now from here, we're going to just wake up the calves a little bit. So we're gonna lift the right heel, and as it lowers, we're lifting the left. So switching from side to side, coming up onto the ball of the foot, and then softly lowering the heels down to the mat with control. Working that balance, switching on those calf muscles, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears, and the core tight. That'll help with balance and stability. Good work. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna bring the right knee up and open to the side. Bring the left knee up and open to the side. Circling from side to side. Really mobilizing the hip as you bring that knee up and over. Good, pick it up nice and high. Slowly rotate and lower the foot down to the floor. Breathing in and out through the mouth. Good, standing up really nice and tall here for 3 and 2, lubricating the hip joints, and 1, nicely done. Now from here, I'm going to take my hands behind my head, feet are about shoulder distance apart, knees are soft and loose as we just rotate from side to side. Inhaling and exhaling, really mobilizing the thoracic spine here, keeping those elbows wide, neck is long, shoulders are down away from the ears. Good. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Come to center. Take your hands, clasp them behind your back, push the backs of your hands out behind you, extending the spine, and then sweep the arms up, sinking back as though sitting in a chair. Let's repeat that. Sweep the arms back, extending through the spine, and then lengthen through the spine as you squat down. Let's take 2 more, extending and lifting and lengthening. Good, drive up through those heels. And last 1. And lift it up, good work. Okay, we're gonna move right into our workout here. So we're going to stand with our feet about shoulder distance apart. Hands come in prayer position, or you can keep them on your hips. We're going to lower into a squat and then lift up onto the balls of the feet. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. So as you lift up, I want you to really contract your calf muscles. Lower and lift. Inhale to lower, drive up through the heels, and then transfer onto the balls of your feet. Good. If it's really tricky for you to balance on your toes, you can keep your feet flat on the floor for this move. Good. Inhale and exhale. Now we're gonna add a pulse. So we're gonna come down, pulse, pulse, lift up. Good. Pulse, pulse, weight in the heels, and then push up. Drive up. Good. 1, 2, and lengthen to lift. Lower, lower. Feel those glutes and thighs activating. Good. Pulse, pulse, abs in and lift. Lower, lower, you're doing great. Again, if you need to do the odd repetition with the heels down on the floor, or keep your heels down on the floor the entire time, that's perfectly fine. Lower, lower, and lift. Whew, almost lost my balance there. Last 2 sets. And last one. Whew, amazing work. Now we're going to bring the right foot forward, step the left foot back, coming into a lunge. Now from here, we're going to pulse into our lunge, pulse, pulse, and then lift up onto the right foot, driving left knee up. Pulse, pulse, and lift. Now if it's too much to lift, you're losing balance, you can come up onto your left toes like so. Lower, lower, and drive up. Pulse, pulse, and drive up. Nice tight core, it'll help with that balance. Pulse, pulse, and drive up. You're doing so well. Get low in that lunge and shoot up. Weight in that right heel. Let's go 5, 4, drive up with energy, 3, last 2, final 1. Now we're gonna hold it here. Hands are in prayer or on your hips. We're going to extend the left leg back and then tap toe down. Extend and tap. Little balance challenge here. If it's too much with that full extension, you can always just reach the foot back, tap the toes to the mat, and repeat. Core is tight as you hinge forward. Good. Let's go 4 and 3. Nice long spine for 2. Right leg is working hard. And final 1, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. Now from here, we're gonna switch sides. So we're gonna bring the left foot forward on the mat, step the right leg back. Legs are hip distance apart here. We're going to lower, pulse, pulse, and drive up through left heel. Lower, pulse, pulse, and drive up. Find your focus, find your balance and stability. Pulse, pulse, drive up through left heel. Good work. Gaze is straight ahead. Really drive that knee up. Stay focused for 5, 4, abs in, for 3, nice balance and control. Last 1, drive it up and lower it down. Amazing work. Okay, stepping back and forward. Stepping back, finding that balance. Good. As you kick that leg out behind you. Nice focus. Core is tight. Breathe into it. Nice, strong, stable left leg. Let's go 4 and 3. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears for 2. And final 1. We're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. I'm already sweating. Okay, let's take a nice wide stance on the mat, and we're gonna go into some side lunges. So hands in prayer or on your hips. We're going to inhale here and exhale. Lunge to the right and lift. Lunge to the left. Now I'm trying to get down nice and low while still keeping the spine tall. So only get down as low as you can while maintaining good upper body form. I'm really sending my bum and my hip out behind me. Tapping, alternating elbow to the thigh as I lower down. However, if you're losing form by going that low, don't worry about tapping that elbow. Just keep your focus on those glutes, those thighs, those hips, and maintaining core engagement. As you shift from side to side, you're doing so well. Let's pick up the pace. Shifting from side to side, keep those knees nice and wide. Driving up through the heel between each repetition. Let's go 5, 4, get lower. 3, 2, and 1 to center. Nicely done. Let's roll out the shoulders for a moment. Okay, now back into that nice wide stance. Toes are turned out. We're going to send the hips out to the side, lower the hands down to the right, and then lift up, lifting right heel as we do so. Down and lift, down and lift. Abs in as you extend. Breathe out to lift, lifting that heel up off the floor. Let's go 10, 9, you're doing great. Nice flat back as you lower down. 5, 4, lift that heel and lengthen. 2, and 1. Let's switch sides. Lower to the left and lift. Lower and lift. Elevate that heel up off the floor as you extend to the side. Good. Get low and lengthen. Get low and lengthen. Let's go 10. Breathing in through the nose to lower, out through the mouth to lift. Last 5, 4, touch the floor. 3, 2, belly to spine, and 1. Amazing work. Keeping that nice wide stance, we're gonna go into some punches. Regulate the breath for a moment here. Now, we're gonna punch to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. So my knees are fairly soft here. Arms are strong and straight. Core is really switched on. So the more we sort of rotate in the torso, the more that we can feel this work in the obliques as well as the upper body. Punch with power and force. If you're holding on to weights, that makes it all the more intense. But if you're not holding on to weights, you're using your body weight resistance to really give each punch all you've got. And pause. We're gonna lower. Keep those knees nice and wide, don't let them knock in, and continue on with those punches. Belly to spine, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Strong, powerful punches. Pick up the pace if you can. Looks good. For 2, 1, and hold at center, get lower. Get comfortable in this low squat or uncomfortable and start punching it out. Good. Belly to spine. Really focus on the waistline as well as the upper body as you punch. Thighs are really burning here too in this lowered position. Make it count. Strong punches. and hold. Lower, down, and continue. We're gonna pick up the pace here. This is the final round of punches. Get even lower if you can. Good, really focus on driving out through those fists. Good work. A little bit lower. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, crossing over. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. You can just circle out the hips a little bit here. Take a couple of deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Circle out the arms for 3 and 2 and 1. Nice work. Okay, we're now gonna move on to our mat. So we're gonna lift up nice and tall and then fold over the lower body, letting the head hang, letting the arms hang. Gentle bend in those knees. We're gonna walk the hands forward, coming into a high plank. So the shoulders are above the wrists, creating a nice flat line with the body. Breathing deeply here. Lifting through abdominal wall, lengthening through those heels. For 10, 9, 8, lift those abs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the knees wide and push back for a moment into child's pose. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, from here we're gonna come back into position for plank. So we're going to bring the wrists below the shoulders, lengthening out through the spine, nice flat back, creating a nice flat line with the body. Power up through those shoulders so you're really pushing the mat away, you're broad. We're gonna bring the right knee in, bring the left knee in, right knee in, left knee in. Then we're gonna tap both knees together, inhale, and exhale, belly to spine. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale for a total of 4 double knee taps, then back in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tap, 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 and tap. Good. 1, 2, abs in. 3 and 4. Tap, tap, abs in. 3 and 4. Good work. In, and in with those knees. Good. Double tap. As you lift the knees, pull belly to spine. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're doing great. Good. Try not to lift the bum up too high. Maintaining that nice flat line with the body. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hold it here. Coming in quick, mountain climbers. Alternating knees in. Picking up the pace. Good work. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back into a downward dog. Flatten out the upper back. Pedal out the heels for a moment. And then come forward into your plank and slowly lower down to the mat like one piece of steel. Amazing work. Let's switch over onto the back. Preparing for some ab work here. So we're going to bring the arms overhead, palms facing up toward the ceiling. From here, we're gonna inhale. And as we exhale, we're gonna curl and crunch up, tightening the abdominal wall, pressing lower back to the mat. Curl and crunch up and lower. Peel up. Now, as you come up, I want you to rest your head on top of your shoulders and bring your gaze out between your inner thighs. This will ensure that you're not straining your neck as you come up into your crunch. Your chin is tucked, but you've got a little bit of space between your chin and your chest. Really tightening belly toward the spine every time you crunch up. Now we're gonna add on from this. So we're gonna come to center, and then we're gonna come over to the left, keeping low back pressing into the mat. And as we do so, we're lifting over up left leg, then back to center, and then over to the right, lifting up right leg. Center, left, good. Center and over to the right, working into those obliques, tightening through the waistline. Now, if it's really too much with you moving your arms up and down and your neck is really starting to get sore, I want you to support your head with your hands like so. Good. Otherwise, you're moving with those arms. Maybe you're holding on to a set of hand weights here too. That would be super intense. Well done if you are. And even if you're not, you're doing great. We're working our core using body weight resistance, which is one of my favorite ways to work out. Good. Lift up a little bit higher into those crunches. Peel those shoulder blades up off the floor for 2. And final 1. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax it down. Nice work. Now from here, we're going to press the palms together. Arms are long, arms come overhead. We're going to extend that right leg out long and keep it there. If that's too much, then bend the right knee slightly, and we're gonna cross over. Good. Keeping the low back pressing onto the mat, rotating around the rib cage as we lift the left shoulder blade up off the floor. Good. Lift up a little bit higher each time. Really challenge those obliques. Good. Let's go 4 and 3 and 2. Abs in. Final 1. Switch sides. Over to that left side. Good work. Really picking right shoulder blade up off the floor. Trying to keep the lower body really stationary. So again, this rotation is happening around the rib cage. Toes are pointed. Leg muscles are switched on here as well. Make the movement really count. Lift that right shoulder a little higher for 3 and 2 and final 1. Lower down, extend the legs out long. Now from here, we're gonna peel up, reach and fold over the body. If it's too much to come all the way up from the mat, you're lifting from here and folding over. Otherwise, you're coming all the way down, lifting all the way up, reaching, stretching, and lowering down. Lift up, fold over, either halfway down like so, or all the way down, and lifting. Good. Working those upper abs as you come up, working the lower abs as you go down. Good. Making every movement really purposeful with that core engagement. Really switch those lower abs on as you lower it back down. Good work. For 2 and final 1. Fold and stretch. Now we're taking the right knee in. We're lowering down, bringing the right knee with us, extending the left leg out long. Now from here, we're going to extend the right leg, either holding onto the back of the thigh or if you can reach the shin. Going into some single leg stretches here. Good. Head, neck, and shoulders can be lifted or down on the mat. Abs in, core tight. As you stretch those legs back toward the chest. Slicing the legs through the air, toes are pointed, thighs and calves are engaged. You've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it there. We're gonna release the hands. You can take them behind your head or lower down, and we're going to flutter. Another option here is for you to take your hands on either side of your tailbone and support your lower back for a little less of a challenge. Keep fluttering. Core engaged, you've got this. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Bring the legs down, roll up, and fold over the lower body for a stretch. Breathing deeply in through the nose and out through the mouth, lift it up. We're now going to come into an all fours position, and we're gonna lower the right forearm down to the mat and extend the left leg out on a diagonal. Now from here, bring the left leg up nice and high, and then drive the left knee in toward the left elbow. Good, neck is long here. Extending out on a diagonal and then bringing it back in. I want you to really focus on the obliques here as well as the lower body muscles. Really tightening through the waistline as you bring that knee in, working on the glutes and the thighs as you fully extend the leg. For 4, 3, keep those shoulders down away from the ears. And final 1, extend. Now we're gonna tap the toe down, maintain that diagonal line with the leg, and then pulse, pulse. Lower, pulse, pulse. Lower, pulse the leg up, good. Abs are engaged. Good work. Little pulses up, maintaining core engagement. Good. Stick with it. We're holding it here and we're continuously pulsing. Abs are engaged, spine is long. Breathing through it, lift the leg a bit higher, point those toes. Let's go, 10, 9, 8, lift up higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, lower down, great work. Now we're gonna switch legs here. So coming into an all fours position, if that's uncomfortable, you can come down on your forearms. Otherwise, your elbows or your hands are below your shoulders. Right knee is bent. We're gonna tap the knee down to the mat and extend. Tap and extend, squeezing the right glutes, working into the hamstrings here now and the gluteus maximus as you tap and extend. Whew. Good. Give it all you've got. Full extensions, powerful kickbacks through that leg. Good. For 3 and 2 and final 1. Same sequence. Lower, lift, lift. Lower, lift, lift. Really squeezing those right glutes at the top of every lift. Good. Slow it down if you need to. Really protect your spine by engaging belly to spine. Nice tight core will help to protect the lower back. Don't swing that leg up. Really isolate this work in the lower body as you pulse it up. Last set, hold it here. Now you can stay in this position or you can extend the arms out, lengthening through the spine and pulse. Little controlled pulses, lift that leg a bit higher. Squeeze those glutes. Breathe through it. You're doing so well. Last 5, 4, lift higher, 2 and 1, and relax it down. Widen the knees, push back for a second into child's pose for 3 and 2 and 1. Whew. Okay, coming over and doing the other side. So we're dropping down onto that left forearm and extending the right leg out on a diagonal. Lift that right leg up nice and high, lengthen through the toes, and bend knee in and extend. Bend in and extend. Good work. Full extensions. Really firing up that right side booty. Good. Really lengthen out through that big toe. Focusing on the obliques here as well. Really connecting with the waistline as you breathe out and engage the core. Good, keep those shoulders down away from the ears. Last 1, whew, it's burning. Lower, lift, lift. Lower, lift, lift. Really lengthen and squeeze the bum and thighs with every pulse up. You're doing so well. Good, for 4 and 3, double pulse. 2, lift up. And hold. Good. Lengthen through the neck, engage the core, and pulse it out. Ooh, these are getting really tough. Keep that leg elevated. You can do it. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, lift higher. 2 and 1. Relax it down. Okay, switching sides. Down on the forearms or up on the palms. Bending that left knee and extending. Squaring the shoulders and the hips with the mat. Tap the knee down and extend out long. Good. Really push the mat away so you're not collapsing in those shoulders. Form is super important, especially as you get tired. You don't want to hurt yourself or stop engaging the muscles when you're working so hard. Good. Let's go 5. Kick out with power and energy. 2 and 1. Good. Hold it here. Lower, lift, lift. Belly to spine. Don't sort of sway through the torso as you lift that leg up. Keep it controlled. If you need to not lift quite as high to be able to move with good form and control, then do a lower lift. Good. It's not about how high you get your leg. It's about the muscle engagement. Good. And moving safely. Pulse, pulse, and lower. Lift, lift, and lower. We've got 3 more sets for 2. And final 1, keep your hands there or walk them out and pulse. Breathe through it. I know these are really tough. Lift higher. Lift even higher if you can, if it feels good on your lower back. Squeeze those glutes. Lift that leg for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, stretch back. Breathing deeply for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Final 2 exercises before we stretch. Now I really want to make sure that our abs finish off with fire, so we're going to take our hands on either side of the head. Fingers are interlaced. We're widening the knees, keeping the inside of the feet glued together. We're inhaling here and exhaling, going into a double crunch. So lifting shoulders, lifting the tailbone right up off the mat. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Hold at the top of every lift for a split second as you really pull the navel in and then lower down. Lift that tailbone, lift those shoulders. Imagine a piece of string drawing your belly button down toward your spine or down toward the mat. Every time you crunch up, pick up the pace for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna hold elbows and knees together, tension on the core for 10, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Take your hands behind your thighs, roll up. Final set of mountain climbers here. So we're going to position the wrists below the shoulders, step back into your plank, hold strong here, and let's go for it. Driving knees in toward the chest, tightening through abdominal wall. Good, maintaining that nice flat line with the body. Keep it up. You can do it. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and 1. And push back into a downward dog. Let's pedal out the heels here. Let the head hang heavy between the shoulders. And start to focus on regulating the breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. For 3 and 2. Lift those hips a bit higher. And 1. Lower knees, take them nice and wide. Slide your hands out in front. Keep the hips elevated and stretch back into a puppy pose. Lengthening through the spine. Breathing deeply for 3 and 2 and 1. Whew. Good work. Let's take the left foot in toward the thigh. Reach up and fold over into a side body stretch. Reach a bit further as you stretch the hamstrings and side, the obliques, for 3 and 2 and 1. Lift it up. Let's switch sides. Lift up, fold over. Drawing nice deep inhales in through the nose and slowly controlling the exhales out through pursed lips. Reach a bit further, stretching into those hamstrings and calves. For 2 and 1. Good. Bring yourself to center. Let's circle out the arms, reaching through those fingers. For 3, melting away tension in the upper body. 2 and 1, rolling out the shoulders for 3 and 2, opening through the chest. And last one, melting shoulders down and back. Amazing work. That was a sweaty one. Thank you so much for joining me. You did so well. And if you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I enjoy working through this challenge with you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. See you soon. Bye, guys.